So this is where we started. And this is where we ended up. I don't know about you, but it makes me want to party. Hi, I'm Tal Rom. I'm a music producer and sound engineer, and I wanted to show you how I made this really cool preset for Filterverse, and it sounds incredible. Check it out. Okay, so let's get started. What I actually have here as my sound source is just 8 bars of white noise generated by Ableton's operator. No filters, no envelopes, nothing, just pure old white noise. And a 4 on the floor kick drum just for time reference. And it sounds like that. Nothing too exciting. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. What I'm going to do today is create what some call a swoosh, a whoosh, a transition effect, a noise build, however you want to call it. First thing I want to do is initialize the preset and select the very first routing scheme, the default one, which is filter 1 into filter 2 into filter 3 in serial mode. Then I'm going to select the next phase filter for filter 1. Set the cutoff to -36, the resonance to 8, leave the peaks at 2, the spread at 0, and lower the depth all the way down to -100. Next thing I want to do is go to modulator slot 1 and select the sequencer. I'm going to select pattern 11, so it would have that drop and rise kind of shape that will make it sound like the transitional effect that we're trying to achieve. Have the rate at 8 bars and have it at unipolar mode and have it modulate the cutoff frequency of filter 1 by 90, like that. And this sounds like this. We're already at 50% of the way. Now we need to just make it a little bit more interesting. And to do that, I'm going to create kind of the sidechain effect. And I'm going to use modulator 2 slot, also set it to sequencer, have it at pattern 5. This most resembles like the shape of a sidechain modulator that you can almost imagine like the kick drum right here, and this is where the noise will rise up. And we're going to also have it in unipolar mode and have the rate at quarter notes for that pumping effect. Lower the filter volume all the way down and have modulator 2 modulated by 50% or so. Let's listen to how this sounds. Already pumping. I don't think I want it all the way down. I want that the lower parts of that waveform would still have some sound in them. So let's bump up the filter volume to about -28 and listen to how this sounds now. Okay, much better. Next thing I want to do is add some stereo movement to this sound. So I'm going to use modulator slot 3, also sequencer, just the default sine wave shape. Have the rate at half a bar. Keep this one at bipolar mode and have it modulate filter 1 panning by like 30 something like that. Let's listen to this. Oh yeah, much better. Okay, now let's dress it up a little bit with filter 2. Let's have filter 2 set to tempo A, the delay filter, and have it set to quarter notes. Have some feedback at 4. You can do the damping all the way up and on the lows and on the highs. And let's listen to how this sounds. Let's just dial back the dry-wet ratio first and listen to this. Okay, much more psychedelic now. We can make up the gain a little bit on this filter because we're getting a little low on the output. Let's listen to this. Maybe even a little bit more feedback. Nice. Now let's use filter 3 for some reverb. Turn it on and select the space filter, which is basically Comet reimagined as a filter, and it's a really nice sounding reverb. I want to have a long tail, so I'm going to drop it down to -48 and have the resonance at 6. The resonance is more like the decay for this filter. And let's dial it back with the dry wet. Listen to how this sounds. Oh yeah. Let's make up the gain a little bit. Listen to this. Even more. And turn on the soft clipping so we won't clip the master output of the entire plugin. Let's listen to this. Oh yeah. So this is where we started. And this is where we ended up. I don't know about you, but it makes me want to party.